Hi guys and welcome to the Fun and Excitement, otherwise known as Matrices. Yes, this is a continuation of the Methods 3 and 4 course over here in Australia, delivered by a Brit who's Australian and trying to market this to all sorts of the world. And that's not weird, nothing will be. It's really good seeing you here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Maths Guru, otherwise known as my real name, Darren, and I am delighted to see you here. Now, if you can do me the honour, if you haven't already done so, over there, yes, there's an arrow saying something along the lines of click to show me you're watching. Subscribing to my YouTube channel actually lets me know that people are genuinely watching these videos and finding use from them. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you think of the videos, or you know, just say hi. It would be awesome if you could do that, and I will respond. I'm quite good at that. Otherwise, let's get moving on. Now, matrices. I've actually said a lot about matrices in previous videos because I keep talking about being able to use them to solve simultaneous equations. The only thing is I haven't actually taught you how to solve simultaneous equations. Well, the good news is that's coming in another video. Yay! Not this video, because I suppose first things first, we need to recap what matrices are. And we've done a little bit of this in Methods 1 and 2 and in previous courses, but by the end of this video, hopefully you'll know how to express something in matrix notation, how to add, subtract, multiply by a scalar, and how to multiply matrices together. And believe it or not, multiplying two matrices together is the one thing that tends to trick people left, right, and center. It shouldn't. Don't worry about it. It's actually useful. And you've got to be able to use the CAS to do all of the above. Now, I said just there, you know, you can use matrices in so many different things. Please don't think of this as a standalone lesson. What you learn now will be useful to simultaneous equations, but it's also going to be useful for transformations. And transformations is a massive section coming up after the next few videos. So it's not something to learn and forget, it's something to learn and I suppose understand. But, all right, look, I say there's not much to know here. There's just lots of terms and keywords. So the first thing is a matrix. Believe it or not, when you put your credit card or debit card in a hole in the wall to get money, your credit card is nothing more than just a massive matrix. It is a huge array of numbers organized into rows and columns that sort of identify you as you. It keeps your information. It helps sort of protect your PIN number. And when you put your ATM card in the bank, then believe it or not, some very special math happens and it compares what's on your matrix with what's their expected matrix. And if it all works together and you put the right PIN number in, then it'll actually let you have money. If it lets you have money without any of that correct, let me know where that cash point is, because I wouldn't mind some money, that is, not cash points, because that would be weird. So a matrix is nothing more than an array of numbers. Now, the way we talk about arrays of numbers is we write them in square brackets, and you can probably argue there that those square brackets aren't necessarily square, or in fact brackets, but they are meant to be. And that's literally a matrix. That's what we call a 2 by 2 matrix, and I'll come back on that in just a moment. There's other matrices, which is like 1, 2. You can write them as 2, 1. Oh, no, that bracket is way too big. You can write, you can have 3 by 3 matrices. What do I mean by 3 by 3? 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 0, 1. For example, they are matrices. You can even have matrices with zeros in them. And that's, funny enough, called the zero matrix. Why are you asking, would I have a zero in a matrix? I don't know. It's part of the course. It's weird. Let's move on. But basically, matrices are just drawn with those square brackets and numbers inside them, organized into rows and columns. Now, naming matrices, again, is something that's relatively simple. And the way we tend to name a matrix is by giving it a capital letter. And in a textbook, it'll be a bold capital letter. So we may say, for example, that A is defined as 1, 2, 3, 4. And B is defined as 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, the way that's useful to us is because we can then sort of simplify things and say, well, can you please work out the sum of A and B, or A plus B? Makes life a lot easier than trying to write those matrices out left, right, and center. So whenever you see a capital letter, generally in bold in the textbook, it means that that is the matrix, which will have been defined previous in the question. Now, entries. And I swear in further maths they're called elements, but I've definitely got elements in my head from somewhere. Maybe it's general maths. I don't know. But each individual number inside that matrix is called an element. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would argue there are 4 elements in that matrix. Let's call it matrix X, so that it actually has a name. And there we go. And each element is defined by a row and a column. Now, if you're thinking, what do you mean? Think about Excel. So when we think about Excel, and yes, I'm talking about Microsoft Excel, you'll know that you've got letters here, A, B, C, D, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exactly the same idea. This cell here is referenced as A1. Why? Well, in that situation, they do column followed by row. In matrices, we do row followed by column, but more of that's coming on in a moment. But each of those numbers is effectively an entry or an element. Now, don't press stop, not just yet, guys. This is a preview video and you've reached almost the end of it, but it does continue over on mathsguru.com. Mathsguru.com, yep, that's my custom website. Bits of it you can see around me at the moment. That has been designed to allow the videos to be easier searched than they are on YouTube. So you can search by chapter, by textbook. Each video has downloadable notes for you, so you can put them in your summary book or your exercise book. There are exam questions, and there is more and more content and more stuff coming as time allows. So head on over there. It's absolutely free to sign up, and I'm doing everything I can to make sure that you guys enjoy maths and actually take out the mastery of maths. It is not as hard as you think. It is all smoke and mirrors. Okay, thanks very much. Take care, guys. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Stay safe.